Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious recipe for your chicken tamales. Today I am making the chicken and green king taco sauce that I know that you guys are going to love and enjoy. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients. I have for the salsa, tomatillo, half an onion, jalapenos, serranos, lime, cilantro, vinegar, marjoram, garlic cloves, salt, and of course the chicken breast with bone in. So let's get started and let's enjoy it at home with our family. I want to start by rinsing my chicken breast. These are chicken breast bone in. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean them really good through running water. I'm gonna leave the skin on. Okay, these are completely done. Let's go to the stove. I have boiling water already and I'm adding my chicken breast in here. We're gonna go ahead and start adding the spices. I have the chicken bouillon here. I have my 3 bay leaves. And of course, my 2 garlic cloves. We're gonna go ahead, start cooking this for about 30 to 35 minutes. We wanna make sure that the chicken is really nice and tender, nice and juicy. After the 35 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. I'm gonna put it in here, let it rest until it's room temperature so I could shred it. Look how big the chicken breasts are. And of course, I'm gonna save the chicken broth. I'm gonna go ahead, just let it cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes. And now I am ready to start with my veggies. I have all my tomatillos and my chilies, and I'm gonna go ahead and rinse every single one by one until I have rinsed all of them. This is my cilantro, and now this is completely rinsed, and let me show you. This is done. On my stove, I have a very hot skillet, and I'm gonna start adding my tomatillos this side down because that side takes longer to cook. I'm adding my onion, my garlic cloves, and now just be careful because the garlic really starts getting nice and toasted really easily, and the chilies the same. The tomatillos are the one that takes a little longer to start getting really nice and toasted. Well, here I'm gonna remove my garlic cloves because I don't want them to get burned, and I'm removing my chili pods and my onion. And my tomatillos, this is the time when I'm gonna start flipping them because they're getting really nice and hot. Okay, these are completely done, and now I am ready to remove them and add them to this plate. Now let's go and start adding everything to my cup, to my blender cup. We wanna make sure that we add all the ingredients, all the spices in here, even the cilantro. When you add everything, don't add any water, don't add anything else, and let's blend it. When it's nice and blended, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to incorporate completely. I have here 2 limes, organic of course, and they have a lot of juice. Just be careful. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the juice out of these limes. You could use limes, you could use lemon. You decide, whatever you have at home. Look at this. Now that I got all the juice from the 2 limes, I'm going to go ahead, put it through a sifter because I want to make sure that there's no seeds and there's no pulp at all. I just want to take advantage of all that delicious juice. And now I am ready to add the green salsa. Look at this. The color of the salsa is so dark, but yet it's nice and thick. And that's exactly how we want it. We want it nice and thick. That's why we didn't add any liquids at all. Well, I'm going to taste it. This tastes amazing. We don't need to add anything else. I have my chicken breast here, and I'm going to take the skin off completely. It's still nice and hot, and I'm going to start pulling it apart because I want to remove all the bone from the chicken breast. Be careful, but this is the best time to remove all the meat away from the bone because it's still nice and hot, and when you pull the chicken, it comes out right off very easily. And now I'm just gonna start shredding it. I am done completely shredding my chicken breast, and look how this looks. Now I am ready to add it to the green salsa. I'm going to add a little bit at a time. You know something? I want the chicken to start absorbing all those delicious flavors. So I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. I'm going to be soaking in my chicken. This really comes out amazing. My home smells delicious with all these spices, with all the tomatillo charting, getting nice and crispy. You know, this is just amazing. After you added all this, you're going to notice that the chicken is absorbing all those liquids of the green salsa. Okay, this just add, like I said, add a little bit at a time until you incorporate all your chicken breasts, all the shredded chicken. And look, it gets really nice and green. And I know that this stuffing for your tamales, it's gonna be perfect. And let me show you from very close how this looks. The texture is very thick. The chicken has absorbed all those delicious flavors of the salsa, and this is completely done. I am ready for the presentation. So I'll see you in just a little bit. I am completely done with this chicken in that green king taco salsa. This is ready, so you could start making your tamales at home. Of course, you already have the recipe and how to prepare that delicious masa for tamales. You have it step by step. If you don't want to make that delicious recipe, you could buy the masa already pre-made and just add this delicious chicken and green salsa. I know you guys are going to love it. The holidays are right around the corner, and I want you to be ready. I know that you guys are really going to enjoy it. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay preparing my delicious tamales. I'll see you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.